Hi everyone. I would like to talk about one thing that is becoming more and more popular these times, and it's ChatGPT. Everybody's been using it, although it was just launched at the end of the last year, and it's now so popular that in many cases you may see you can't even log in. Many people have been asking if there is a consequence in using it for SEO and if it should be used, how does Google react? So it's quite important to spend a moment of time explaining these things. Well, initially, one thing that is sure, and there are articles, papers that explain this, is that every sort of machine-generated content, and ChatGPT in particular, leaves a watermark, and Google is able to detect it. So when people say it's not possible to detect artificially generated content and there are some practice to try and make it non-detectable, it can be detected anyway. Initially, Google said in April last year that it was discouraged using it. It was considered as a sort of malpractice. So Google wouldn't want people to use it. What's happened then is that in April, they have then created an update saying that now it is considered violating Google's guidelines in case the content is spammy. So they have basically updated a sentence in the developer pages about spam, saying that auto-generated content is something that is considered spam. That is something that is against violates the guidelines if it's spamming. So yes, you can use it, but it will be traced. And Google is now producing its own independent version of ChatGPT that will be launched pretty soon. Microsoft is moving in the same direction. So this is something that is happening now and very quickly. So Sparrow is the name of the Google version, and it will be much more powerful as well. So we just need to keep an eye on it. There are ways that you can use it though. If you think of entirely replacing your human power, your copywriters, your content creators, your social media creators, for the sake of saving money and only relying on ChatGPT or similar, there are plenty of other tools, even transcription tools are powered by the AI in many cases. It's not recommendable because, again, as we said, it is traceable. It's always good to use it as a starting point. So you can get some good core base of content, particularly if you consider that you need to really give a context to ChatGPT. You need to instruct it very carefully. You need to tell it what you want, which purpose is it for, how many words do you want. It can be, the more detailed instructions, since you're basically kind of programming a machine, the more efficient the output. But it will always require some human interaction. Let's think of the Pareto law, 80-20. You will have an 80% machine-generated work, and then you need to humanize it. You need to make sure that you have in your brand a tone of voice, because people will buy from people. So it needs to create this sort of relationship between the person and the client, and the personality can only come out truly authentic if it's coming out from a person. So again, you can use it, and there's plenty of uses. I'm using it on a daily basis, and it gives you ways, like if, for example, you want to decline politely something and you don't know how to do it. If you want to, I don't know, start expanding better some award submissions, If you want to help to create a 1-minute pitch in a networking situation, you just have to give it the pointers and it will help you out quite a lot. In the SEO world, you can use it for very menial and basic tasks, like, for example, give me a meta description that contains this call to action, this keyword, and it's 155 characters maximum. It will work. Just double check the words, because if you give it the word count, it's not usually very, very reliable. But there's plenty of ways that people are using it. You only need to remember that it needs to always be supervised by a human being. If you have questions, this is a topic that I'm extremely passionate about. I'm super happy to keep talking about. See you soon. Bye-bye.